Chloë Grace Moretz and Kate Harrison are officially married, and what began years ago as a quiet romance has now become one of Hollywood's most heartfelt love stories. Their wedding wasn't just another celebrity event, it was a powerful symbol of intimacy, individuality, and enduring love. For fans who have followed them since the very first whispers of their relationship back in 2018, this moment feels like the grand finale of a story that was always meant to be. Today, we are diving deep into that journey, how it all began, how it quietly grew stronger over the years, how the engagement finally became official, and how their private but unforgettable wedding unfolded in a way only they could have imagined. Let's rewind the clock to 2018. Chloë Grace Moretz, a Hollywood star since childhood, had already built a career that stretched from cult action hits to critically acclaimed dramas. At just 21 years old, she had already spent over a decade in the spotlight, and while her career was thriving, her personal life was always under the microscope. That year, headlines erupted when Chloë was spotted in Malibu with Kate Harrison, a model and photographer 6 years her senior. The two were photographed sharing a kiss after dinner at Nobu, one of the most famous celebrity hotspots. Suddenly, fans had a new pairing to obsess over. Who was Kate Harrison? Was this a casual fling, or the start of something bigger? At the time, no one knew. What was clear, however, was the chemistry between them. Kate, though not a household name like Chloë, had her own place in the world of fashion and creativity. With her effortless style and artistic eye, she wasn't just another fleeting figure in Chloé's orbit. There was something about their energy together, playful, intimate, and real. But after that first public sighting, the two pulled back from the spotlight. Unlike many young celebrities who fuel the rumor mill with constant appearances, Chloë and Kate chose the opposite path: privacy. Over the next few years, their relationship unfolded quietly. Every now and then, fans would catch glimpses, maybe a candid vacation photo, maybe a birthday post, maybe just a knowing smile at an event. But for the most part, they kept things private, away from the endless flashing cameras. It was a bold move in a culture that thrives on oversharing, but it was also a sign of maturity. They weren't interested in feeding the gossip columns. They were interested in building something real. Fast forward to 2024, and rumors began to swirl again. Chloë and Kate were spotted at Disneyland, both wearing rings on their fingers. Fans immediately speculated, were they engaged? Was this the next big chapter? Nothing was confirmed, and for months, the mystery lingered. But when a couple has been together for years, and when their bond looks unshakable, people start to connect the dots. Then, on 1st January 2025, the world finally got its answer. On New Year's Day, Chloë and Kate shared a heartfelt Instagram post. A collage of photos, filled with laughter and warmth, included one detail no one could ignore: matching diamond rings on their fingers. The caption was understated but powerful: "Happiest New Year. So thankful for what this year has brought." It was the confirmation everyone had been waiting for. After nearly 7 years together, Chloë Grace Moretz and Kate Harrison were engaged. The announcement sent fans into a frenzy. Social media lit up with congratulations, joy, and excitement. What struck many was not just the engagement itself, but the way it was shared. No splashy magazine cover, no staged paparazzi leak, just a quiet post on their own terms. That's how they'd done it from the start, and that's how they continued. With the engagement confirmed, attention turned to the wedding. Would they go for a Hollywood spectacle filled with A-listers? Or would they keep it intimate, just like their relationship? By the time Labor Day weekend of 2025 rolled around, the answer was clear. They chose intimacy, but without sacrificing style or significance. The ceremony itself was breathtaking. Instead of a cookie-cutter white wedding, the couple infused every detail with personality. Chloë, never afraid to break tradition, wore a gown that immediately captured attention. Rather than the expected white, she chose a baby blue masterpiece designed to evoke old Hollywood glamour. The gown featured a structured V-shaped bodice, delicate beading, ruffled details, and a flowing skirt that seemed to shimmer with every step. Matching opera gloves and a soft veil completed the look, giving her an ethereal, almost cinematic presence. Chloë later admitted that she never imagined herself in a traditional wedding dress growing up. She wanted something unique, something non-traditional, and this dress, bold yet elegant, was the perfect reflection of her spirit. Kate, on the other hand, struck a beautiful balance by embracing tradition with her own twist. She walked down the aisle in a stunning white gown with a sweetheart neckline and a long, flowing veil. The simplicity and elegance of her look contrasted perfectly with Chloë's bold choice, creating a visual harmony between them. For the after-party, Kate slipped into a chic overlay dress with metallic straps, modern, stylish, and effortless. Chloë, meanwhile, changed into an ice cream white cowgirl-inspired outfit, trousers, a cropped jacket, and a white cowboy hat that gave the celebration a playful, unexpected flair. One of the most emotional decisions they made was to keep their dresses a secret from each other until the wedding itself. In an age where couples often coordinate every detail together, Chloë and Kate wanted the magic of surprise. That first look, when they saw each other walking down the aisle, became one of the most powerful moments of the day. You could see the emotion written across their faces, not just love, but awe, admiration, and joy. But this wasn't just a ceremony. It was a celebration of their life together, stretched out over multiple days. Guests weren't just there to sit through vows and eat cake. They were invited into Chloë and Kate's world to experience the things they loved most. There was fishing, there was horseback riding, there was poker, complete with a custom poker mat designed by Kate herself. And on the second day, the party turned into a line dancing extravaganza, blending fun, tradition, and personality into something unforgettable. What made it even more special was the guest list. Intimate, carefully chosen, and filled with people who truly mattered. Friends, family, and a small circle of loved ones came together to witness the union. There were no overblown publicity stunts, no cameras flashing from every angle. It was private, personal, and real. And yet, the impact was anything but small. Fans around the world reacted with overwhelming joy. Social media was flooded with messages celebrating the couple. Many pointed out how refreshing it was to see a Hollywood star prioritize authenticity over spectacle. LGBTQ+ fans in particular embraced the wedding as a moment of visibility and pride. For young people looking up to Chloë, a woman who is openly identified as gay and advocated for LGBTQ+ rights, seeing her happily married to the woman she loves was not just heartwarming, but empowering. The symbolism of the wedding runs deep. In a world where celebrity relationships often crumble under pressure, Chloë and Kate's love story is a testament to patience, privacy, and authenticity. They didn't rush into the spotlight. They didn't perform for the cameras. They grew together quietly, building a foundation that could withstand the tests of time and fame. By the time they stood at the altar, it wasn't just a promise. It was the natural continuation of a love story that had already proven itself. Looking back, the journey feels almost poetic. From that first kiss in Malibu in 2018, to the Disneyland rings in 2024, to the New Year's Day announcement in 2025, every milestone led here. Each chapter added depth to their story. And now, with their vows exchanged and their lives officially intertwined, Chloë Grace Moretz and Kate Harrison have begun a new chapter as wives. Their wedding wasn't just about gowns and guest lists. It was about love, identity, and the courage to be authentic. It was about two women who refused to play by Hollywood's rules, choosing instead to write their own. And in doing so, they created one of the most memorable and meaningful celebrity weddings in recent history. So, as the world continues to celebrate this union, one thing is certain. Chloë and Kate's love story isn't just inspiring, it's proof that real love, the kind built on trust, patience, and shared joy, can thrive even under the spotlight of fame. Make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more celebrity updates just like this.